Alright, it is season 51, and we are in the mystical safe space-time food meta. And I have not run against the deck yet. I actually haven't seen gameplay of it aside from the meta weekly. But I know we might have a difficult time, so let's hopefully we can do well with it. Having said that, I'm going to try out with a copy of Magician's Souls this time, and we are going to add in a Dimension Destruction. The cards that we're taking out, I want to take out Anima, just because, I mean, it's hardly ever summonable. Sometimes it is, like, every 150 games, but if I'm putting in cards based off that, I might as well put it beyond the Pendulum at that point. I think D-Mod might be helpful. And I think we're going to remove a copy of Badger. I think we'd find out one. It's nice to have it in the deck after Pod Desires banish, but obviously you can banish both of them and still lose your access to it. And I usually get access to Magister whenever I need to, like with Electromite putting it in the extra deck. I think this will be the best way to go for. Having said that, we got the Duelist pass, which is good. And here we go. Slowly but surely, we're replacing our stuff. We got Master 4 2 seasons ago, and then Master 5 last season. So it'd be nice to get all those lines back again, but I'm pretty much hoping that we can get to Master 1 soon. Like, I don't know about this meta, mainly because, you know, I always say stuff like, oh, we were good against, we can counter any deck unless decks that can pop back row. And Ryziel was the first one of that. I'm hoping that this is not Ryziel 2.0, but if it gets less pops than Ryziel, we should be just barely able to survive. So let's try this out. I'm using Thrust and an extra copy of Magic. I've honestly considered when the Dark Magical Curtain card comes out, I'm considering using that card as well as Thrust as well. Because if my opponent summons a body from the deck, that means that Thrust is actually live turn 1. Which is like a decent idea. But obviously it has to only be usable when your opponent activates a monster effect and your opponent has used has summoned from the deck. Like even talents sometimes okay. Even talents sometimes Triple Tactics talent, it's only one, there's no S on that. Sometimes isn't usable, so I'm just hoping that adding in Thrust is not going to be more bricky if my opponent has nothing. Because how many times have you guys had talents and Call of the Grave and your opponent has no hand traps? You're like, okay, I'm just worried about Thrust happening there. But it is a decent idea to make Thrust actually usable, so it's not a brick if your opponent puts a body on the field. So there's that. Dragoon Celine with someone could be interesting too. You can go easily Dragoon 2, I think. Dragoon's pretty terrible, honestly. You don't really want to get the discard, because like you're probably going to have no cards in your hand anyway. Sometimes you use Void, but you usually set up everything in your hand and use everything already. Dragoon's discard to negate is just really bad, and Endymion's just better than Dragoon. Endymion's just a better Dragoon. Because, first off, Dragoon does not get the burn, because if you're using D-Mod and you don't use the Dark Tradition, Dragoon already has no burn, so it doesn't have that over Endymion. The cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects part, Endymion's effect is, cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, you put it target it with card effects. I mean, the only thing that Dragoon has over Endymion in a way is that you yourself can't target or destroy by card effects. And that's kind of a downside, because if you wanted to target it with something else, and you just can't do that with your own stuff, then Endymion already has it matched with irrelevancy there. And then discarding a card to destroy, to negate and destroy, of course Dragoon does have it as an option negate. They can do monster effects as well, but Endymion with spell trap effects, like, you're only able to do it once anyway, so Endymion negating a spell trap card, or Dragoon negating a spell trap card, still gets the same results. And then you might think, okay, but, Dragoon needs 1,000 attack points. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's fair, but it just gets banished during the next end phase anyway, so it's not like that, Tau is getting 1,000 is going to be relevant at all. It's just going to go away. And with Endymion, you kind of want him to get destroyed by a battle. With Dragoon, you can make it harder to destroy a battle, but he gets outed anyway. But if Endymion gets destroyed in battle when he's got a counter, you just get more follow-up and then get him back on the field anyway. Not to mention, Endymion can just board wipe. So Endymion's just a stronger Dragoon. I wouldn't put Dragoon in over Endymion. Also, let's just not forget that the Endymion end board is, like, perfect. Like, if you are going first with the Endymions and you get the playable hand, and your opponent doesn't have the Duel Max C, of course, because those floodgate hand traps that just end turns. Oh boy, is this just Ryziel now? then you're basically winning. The only way your opponent's able to out that is if they draw Droplet or Dark Ruler. Even against Super Poly, your opponent can draw double Super Poly and still lose against the Endymion on board because there's just so much disruptions. But if you go Lightning Storm, Droplet, send away, and destroy the whole board, obviously. And if you Dark Ruler, then obviously yes. But if they don't have those two cards, and it's a fair matchup, as in no Maxi or no it's Rising. I'm not gonna bother with this. And you don't have if you have the 6 negates there, you essentially don't lose at all. So I don't see what the point in trying to tech in a Dragoon into Elevate when you already have 6 negates. Like, oh, it's an upgraded version. If you really focus on getting your card into an auto negate and not just a regular monster negate or a spell trap negate, might as well run the Oddities package. And like, when you have a Omni Negate, yes, but if you have double Jackal King, double Endymion, and then an Omni Negate on top of that, that Omni Negate is not really doing you anything better. It's like, oh, but it can negate a spell, trap card, or a monster effect. Like, yes, but if you have double Jackal King and double Endymion, if you have a monster effect you want to negate, just use one of the Jackal Kings. If you have a spell trap card you want to negate, just use an Endymion. So, like, and then your Omni Negate is going to negate one or the other, for sure, but it's not really doing you any favors if it just acts as another negate. Maybe it gives you a tiny bit of flexibility, but it's not really worth it. Okay. Okay. Handily much is pretty harsh to get hit by a Duel. Not Duel, an Ash Blossom, because I don't really have much. Depending build. Master Chaos won't serve you much in Endymion either. Yeah, Master Chaos. Plus, there's nothing anything in Graveyard. Like, unless you want to summon back I don't even know. I think that's fair enough. I don't have anything, and he's only got an Ash. This hand was just really bad in general. I'm gonna go next. I don't have anything at the moment. Wait, depending on your build him. I've been using Master Chaos, but it's probably not as good without the Shining Star keep also stuff. Pitching a Jacking need to summon Master back off Master Chaos is wildly cool. Yeah, I think you've I know you pitched a Jackal one time and then summoned it back with like a Selene or something. That was pretty cool to see. Dude can't serve well Endymion, yeah. Like if your deck doesn't use any negates at all and it can use spellcasters, then yeah, sure, but Endymion's end board is 6 negates. Sometimes more if you got like IP Masquerade and Call of the Grave. Well, obviously it's not more 6 negates, but it's 6 disruptions, sometimes more. Dragoon is just more the same thing, and Dragoon is not as good as Endymion, in my opinion. Dragoon summoned not off of Gaze. If Dragoon summoned off of a vanilla body that would not be, you know, banished, then yeah, obviously Dragoon can have a little bit higher up, but Dragoon summoned off of a Gaze or Demise that's gonna get banished and doesn't have the burn. Just Endymion's better. Like, Dragoon has 200 more attack points, yes, but it's going away. It has an expiration date. Endymion has served me really well in the grind game before. Even, I think, last stream, I was, did Endymion control, where I was going against the man, and he, like, stopped my whole turn, but I was able to get one Endymion out, and that one negate every turn kept on drilling them down until he scooped. We're like, yeah, here we go. And it was really like, yeah, no. I summoned out 3 negates or something. I negated with Endymion, then he evenly matched me, so I only had Endymion on the field, and then I still was able to get all my stuff back. Ooh. Okay. Did we play a quick play version with the vision stuff? Are you talking about the new MST, Discard and Draw? Because if you're doing that, Endymion does not want like any quick play spells. There's only 2, and one of them people don't even like. These are the only 2 quick play spells in the entirety of the deck. And people still tell me to drop Bestiary. And if you drop Bestiary, you're down to 1 called by. It looks like this card's a quick play. It's not a quick play. It's a Nova spell. So for the majority, people don't even use Mythical Bestiary, so they're only trying to use a 1 Call of the Grave. If we had like if it could discard a Nova spell, oh my goodness, I would be over it. Like any spell card to draw 2, it didn't have to be a quick play, then yes, absolutely I'd be using that card. But quick play, we don't run hardly any of those. Tuxedo, yeah. Using a build with more than 3 light attributes that can only serve better with Bite Forest. Okay. We got Herald. Somebody got to negate before going Junk Speeder. This is just an auto win for them, right? I mean, I still wait it out. Unless it's like 30-minute turn, then obviously you don't want to. It's one of my first times going against this deck. I know my friend in real life used this deck, and the stuff was pretty good. Junk Speeder? Yeah. Okay. Well, spectator sport. This is mostly an auto win. Okay, that's fun. Well, we'll see what happens. We see if he wins at a time. It's okay. While the opponent combos off for 30 minutes, we have duel links. Duel links is always fun. Well, sometimes it's fun. Long turn. Boy, I remember this when this card was used with Barone all the time. That was pretty good. They're on the floor. What's such a horrible chain block? I don't know what to think about the deck, to be honest. I had a this Synchron deck in real life, but it's like a 20-year-old Synchron deck. Like, it's really, really old. It's basically just summon out Chunk Speeder, and then summon out a lot of tuners, and then maybe get into one Quasar. Even after Chunk Speeder, which you're supposed to get like 5 spell, like, Omni Gates off of it, I'm pretty sure. You don't know. Sometimes they time out. Those are usually fun. He's waiting for something. I mean, at this rate, he might let him actually time out. But we learn, even when they go on for 45 minutes. Oh, this is going to be fun. When they go on for 45 minutes, they never time out. I've only seen Omega ever used for toxic purposes. The Dragon of the Crimson. I don't see how he gets to a dragon yet. Rises you upping? I hope not any more than that. Dogs chilling 1, so it's chilling 2. Yeah. Isn't this that Dragoonly card? No, it looks like there's a Dragoonly Crypt card that looks like this. Oh, this one that negates. Last year's secret activation. Oh my goodness. Dissipator. Oh, okay, there it is again. So 3 Omnis and 2 hand whips. Okay, now I don't have a play. A Sam loop, yeah. Essentially, it's 3 Omnis and a Dissipator. Oh wow, and a board wipe. Like this card already deals with the deck. Yeah. Still got 2 negates, 2 Omni negates as well. Remember that card caused a lot of ruling disputes between Anomaly and me. He used that his stuff. I chained Bestiary and he chained the effect to negate the activation and then destroy all cards. But because I chained Bestiary, I thought, okay, now Bestiary is gonna get destroyed, kind of a deal. And then nothing happened. And apparently, when you negate the activation of Bestiary, it doesn't destroy it because it's not on the field. And that was really like, what kind of a deal? Like he negated the activation and then the effect to destroy everything did not count Bestiary, which was really like annoying for sure. I kept thinking like, why did I get like I had it here, I had game here, like why didn't this work? And it didn't work because when it negates the activation, it destroys everything. It destroys everything else because I don't consistently have the card. Yeah, it was pretty much very obnoxious. Alright, we got this deck. Have you tried winning a coin flip, boss? You know, I thought about it. But I thought, nah, these people are really going to be interested in seeing me go first. I'll go second, and when they can see me lose on a 15-loss streak, then the people will be more entertained. Heavy Boiger. Got 50 people watching, by the way. Appreciate you all for being here. I'm actually only 22 followers away from the big hitting 4 digits. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Is Ripper. Does he actually rip anything? Or she, I guess. Not really. He and Life is his name. I wonder why. I wonder why people name themselves the way they do. She's named after the British police dog, I think. Oh, really? Is this Is this? I mean, obviously, I know it's a dog archetype for canine, but is this related to Britain or something? Is that like the lore behind this deck? Oh yeah. Or is there a wait? Is there a dog that's named Ripper, or is that what they call dogs over there? Long turn. Like, I know the last duel was a lot longer, but I kind of thought he was gonna end after he went to rock the Yugioh. What is the use of D-mod for the deck? Magician Souls. Much more consistent to summon than using Abductor to search it, which you need to summon Abductor and use 2 more spells and all that. Which I'd rather just go Servant, summon out Negate for the deck for protection, and then I go to D-mod as a last resort kind of a deal, which has worked out a lot during the Dice Rally event. Banishing the card to get D-mod and then getting a Souls. And then Souls not only gets me a draw 2, well, potentially. It could be a draw 1. Even if no draws, I can go into Crowley off of that without even have normal spinning a monster. As long as I can get a Jackal King or whatever on the field, or a Endymion, which could be happening through like a Jackal, which still have to know someone for that. But there are ways to go into Crowley without doing that, and that extra D-mod and Souls thing can be really good extenders. It's been pretty helpful at the Dice Rally event. Name Ripple isn't random, it's actually related to a police dog. Oh, that's cool. Can also be free anima if you need to force out interaction. I mean, there's that, but anima has not been relevant in like 10 to 20 seasons. I had still been using it before, just in case. But like, no, I'm not gonna give up an Electrobite for it. During the what was it? The festival. I don't know what I took out, but yeah, I'm not gonna remove one of the 2 Electrobites. Cards that I actually have been summoning multiples of during the turns. Or, you know, and keep anima there, which doesn't even get summoned. And when it does get summoned, it doesn't even do anything because they just negate it or something like that. Which has also happened. Wait, did he just discard for hand size limit? Why did it? Oh, that's funny. Oh, wait, he set... Okay. It's interesting. Okay. That means that, add a Yugioh card. Discarding for hand size limit is actually ridiculous. That K9 Yugioh long combo they often lost due to Tyler. Seriously? Remember when Yugioh used to be like the shortest deck, the fastest deck, shortest time. Like they would normal summon Raisin, add like a card, link it to Rock to add Raisin back, and then they'd end their turn. Or maybe with the set trap card face down, and that was like it was like 30 to 45 second turns. Like, oh, I like how fast these are. Not anymore. Use both. Be animal at SP. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. You can go Souls and D-mod into SP. There's some good utility there. And the best part about D-mod is that you're not bricking on it. Maybe you could brick on Souls potentially, but adding a D-mod to the extra deck is not going to harm your consistency at all. Souls maybe, but I think with the addition of the new Dark Magic Curtain that's coming out, D-mod will have a lot more cards to search as well. And it'll be a lot easier to go into it. Like one curtain, summon out Jack can go to DB, it doesn't matter. Manage for D-mod, add Souls, summon out Souls, go to Crowley for a draw 2. Free draw 2 off of one card. Are you sure that was a curtain? What do you mean that was a curtain? Are you sure that was... What? Are you talking about the new... Are you making a joke about how the new art for the Dark Magic Curtain doesn't even have curtain, it's just Dark Magician Girl? Is it gonna destroy Garuda or does it destroy the back row? Ash. Oof, okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see if maybe he's got Ash, obviously, so we gotta play the let's see if maybe he does it off of this. Nope, he didn't even do it. Oh, he's low on time, aren't you? Unless you just want to draw me? Okay. I can Deviant right what Deviant board wipe. Okay, this use the effect. You use. Okay, so actually, I think I'm gonna do that instead. Because I still get to remove. I still get the. Oh, I even have plenty of counters. I'd love to remove 3 counters to get a servant, you know, but the odds of him using Ash, I don't like it. To do that, so that means I don't have to pop the tap card. Obviously, stuff's. So here's the thing. Endymion was not going to get to pop the board at all anyway, just because the fact that Vanquish could just reveal to protect. But him doing that, that means he has to destroy his own monsters, his Ripper and his Vanquish Soul. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's something. Wow. I think I would have been okay, honestly. He had Ash, yes, but I still had 2 counters of the institutions. If he would have popped the field spell and the continuous spell, his monsters would have been destroyed. That's 2 counters. I could remove 3 counters, maybe have his Ash be voiced out with that, and then Blue Boar distinguished the knowledge, and then Desires draw 2. Because I'm pretty sure he would have Ash the servant thing. I would have gotten a draw 4. And then obviously, if all that failed, if I didn't get anything good I needed still, banish a demon for D-mod on the field to get souls. And souls said both institutions draw 2 more cards. Obviously, that's assuming it didn't banish souls with desires, but like that's even more extension. Like, okay, so let me get this straight, by the way. Just make them proper often. Yeah, Facebook protects the Vanquish Soul. Yeah, it's true, Perthy. But I wasn't gonna get one of the monsters anyway. But the trap card makes it so they can't be destroyed anyway, so we're fine. Okay, so I want to get something straight here. Going first, I've always said I don't like using souls in the deck, mainly because obviously you can't be sending Pedalums away. If it destroyed the Pedalums, I would be all over it. But I also said that people like to use to send Institution Citadel to the graveyard to draw 2, and I've been saying a lot of times that the reason why I don't like doing that is because they're really good for follow-up stuff. If I go first, you know, go Citadel Institution, if they break the board, Citadel would get those counters, Institution would be protected, and then they get to give me comebacks here. Now, here's the thing. If I'm going second, and I want to go for game and such, and, like, obviously if you're going second, your main goal is to close it out. Getting rid of the Institution and Citadel, or double Institution, is not going to be too bad for you, considering the fact that you're not going to have them up for follow-up. If you don't break the board and such, and you go through, like, stuff, and you can't close it out and stuff, your opponent probably is gonna have more than left to get rid of you, so that follow-up isn't gonna mean anything if you're going second. Going first, yes, because if they break your board and you get rid of most of the stuff, those Institution Citadels on the field will be helpful for you to be able to make a comeback to their comeback in a way. But going second, it won't be as bad to send those away, because that follow-up for turn 4, like probably not. It's very unlikely to get to that level of grind game. So my original issue of Souls, I don't like sending Institution Citadel. I would say going first, souls to send your Citadel Institution, not as good. Going second to send them could be really useful for making that final push to get that little bit of an edge. Like you saw there, Deviant board wipe, banish for D-mod to get souls. And then I could have, I could have did that first, banish to get souls, and then he could have ashed that, and then Blue Boy Desires, but obviously he didn't. Servant Institution to get souls. Servant. Souls going second to send the cards good. Souls going first to send the cards bad. That's my main point of play. But you never know if you might need that draw 1. So that's my stance. Right. So I should try better to get the coin toss. I don't know. I'm failing you guys a lot by not getting the coin toss. But I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna see if I can be more skilled to get a heads. Wait, get the heads instead of the tails. Oh, this hand's pretty good. Souls in the hand, but it's not terrible. I can use it as an extra. Don't be Mathmech. Oh my goodness, don't be Mathmech. No! Well, you can't add circle off of that. Maybe this is just Malice. I mean, obviously it's Cypress, but maybe they gave up the Mathmech portion for Malice. Oh, okay, yeah, this is fun. PTSD is real. The moment I see small world, the first thing I think of is Math Mech. Sus. Sus. What is that? I'm scared, guys. Why would he be using this card? I mean, I can totally see this card being used as a tech against Malice because they keep on playing the life points and stuff. Why is it? It's not Malice format anymore. Like, I'm sensing my war crimes of senses are gearing up for right now. Oh boy, he's gonna get the Omni Negate now. So excited to see that card in Diamond. Are ruins getting blasted? I mean, there's that. Here's the thing: 3,000 damage is no biggie, and 30 cards in the graveyard is hard to pull off. However, if they're on some sort of FTK variant that fills up the graveyard and then has my life points like twice, like, oh, what? That might be scary. I remember we used to just see Math Mech and go next game kind of a deal. Now, I mean, Math Mech is one of those least of your worries. Like, every deck is now on the level of Math Mech at this point. So, like, they're not special anymore in that regard. I don't know. Maybe we'll just get to Master 1 just by people losing the time limit. You never know. There's access code, which is not a going first thing. See, I think something's happening here. I don't know, something's happening. Is he trying to like do a full lock of can't target anything, or what? Do you want extra link? I mean, that could be a thing, yeah. But, I mean, I don't really rely too heavily on my extra deck unless he's doing the thing where, you know, he sets up the Bailings, you know, you try to attack into it. But then again, I have the Jackal King in the field. Oh, no, Ibli's banned, isn't it? Ibli's banned. My bad. Yeah, extra link wouldn't do anything. But even if Ibli wasn't banned, though, I could still tribute over the Ibli. And now he's not even linked anymore. Now he can't even summon in the right zone. So he's gotta, he'll get 1,000. He's gonna have to link that card away, so it's not like he's gonna be able to keep it on my field. Those are extra link arrows? True. Passion is gone for your relationship. Now you're just going through the motions of that deck. You underestimate how easy Samus burns through their deck. Yeah. See, I mean, I'm sure they can get through, like, because they put the entire extra deck in the graveyard. So sure, they can get that. But, like, I don't get how they're going to find that usable. Unless they're running triple copies of it, and they'll have a way to get all 3 copies. Like, obviously, 1 copy of Thrust can set 1, but I don't know. We'll check the deck list after, regardless of what happens, and see if he has like a specific strategy. There are too many Link 5s in the game. This is supposed to be special. But then again, there was only 1 Link 6 in the entirety of the game, right? I don't think there was another Link 6 other than the rival. Right? Is there? column.
I'm still waiting for my turn.
Okay, well, I guess I did that prematurely. Maybe that's just how we're gonna get to him. Get to him. Okay, well, we have 3 losses and 2 wins, so I mean that's something. So he's got the shufflers, he's got card destruction, he's got transaction rollback, triple of them, but only 1 blasting the ruins. What's this? Yeah, what with that? You can target face cards to get the effects. Face card, yeah. So his idea was he wanted to blasting the ruins and then transaction rollbacks to do it again, and then the other one to do it again potentially. But transaction rollbacks is only once per turn, so like even if you get this set up with this in the graveyard, that's only 6,000 damage. I don't know. People are weird. So yeah, that happened. He's messed up the zones. Oh, are we getting V-linked on that? Nope. Firewall link 6. Oh, is that another one? Is that in the game? I mean, I don't doubt it is, but I just want to make sure. Oh, this one. Singularity's a link 6? I never even realized that. Yeah, that makes sense. So the only actually, you know, I'm curious. Link level rank 6. Oh, okay. You know, I saw it. It was only 2. It was only those 2 in the whole game. But the singularity is like stupid easy to go into. Oh my goodness, I went in coin toss, guys! Okay. Okay. So, obviously, Soul's gonna look at that, so... Yeah, that's the best player. Oh, we'll see if he's got the droll. No droll is interesting. We'll go this because if we do get enough counters on the Magister, it's a just good move 3 to get Servant, which might be helpful. Obviously, if he didn't negate the Blue Boar, he's probably not going to negate Secrets, and he'll negate the Ash instead. Or he's going to do that. Okay. Love to look at that hand, but obviously that's so it's so what's the word I'm looking for? Greedy, yeah. Okay. Do this before, you know, so I can get as many counters and serve it as possible. And it's a draw 3 here, so the odds of me drawing into a spell that's usable, that's gotta be high, like, right? Like pretty high. That's good enough. Okay. I mean, unfortunately, should I use this first? I'll just go to Zaya's first. 1 Endymion, 1 Jack King, so we are really fine with what we banished. Nope, pen someone out. That'll be a bad idea. Okay. Let's see here. I've lost 30 minutes of my night, Shadow. I hope my paycheck is huge at the end of the month. That's true. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. Let's go Endymion, just because Service can probably search out the other one. Again. I gotta trigger Magister anyway, so I think we're just gonna use oh yeah, I can do that. I can use Electromite here, and we can go ahead and go into Jackal King. So, Electromite and Jackal King and whatnot. I magic can trigger it. I do love the fact that it gives Magister gives them both counters, so it's ready to negate like immediately. Now we can stop a Nibiru. Now Cerberus can add a Jackal King, and then Souls can get that other one, get the other negate out of the deck. Jackal King. Yep. We're gonna have a lot, like, we're gonna have a lot. So let's do this. Go ahead, grab out Cerberus here. And then we can probably go into Celine, bring back the blue board, and then, But then again, we have to go Souls to summon it back up. But then again, we could, wow, we gotta have a lot here. I'm gonna go Mastery to actually add Citadel. Just because we have so much. No, you're useless. If you're gonna add anything, obviously we're gonna add the Endymion. Use you, pop Abductor out her back. Bastus banished? Looks like we did banish Bastus. Now we can activate you. Now the effect is reset. Also, I don't even think we can use Souls anymore. Hey. Also, wait, Reflection's banish. Okay. Souls is not even okay. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, if Reflection is banished. Okay. Let's do this. Did I put Magister down to 1? I think I did. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. So lead here. Haven't even pen summoned out yet. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, okay. So let's go Endymion effect right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, okay. So without you, pop Magister. Magister will be our high skill still. Go there. Now we can pen summon out, but let's not do that yet. First off, let's make use of these zones, because if I pen summon out, Cerberus is just sitting there looking stupid. So get out Bloomer from graveyard. Then we can activate Masquerada. And this whole time we haven't even used the second institution effect. I can use this to search again. Yeah, I forgot about that. Now, yeah, I'm obviously not going to use institution to search there. If I did not use board, then yeah, obviously. But there's no monster I'd rather send to graveyard, you know? So we could just end off this. And then Souls goes to graveyard. Would be nice to search Garuda because that's still the deck, but then it'll just go to graveyard. Is Ash. We will negate this. Not because we like really need to, but because our Celine is only another disruption if we use Endymion stuff. So if we use both of our Jackery negates, we don't get another disruption. But if we use both of our Endymion negates, Celine can still get us the other one back. So maybe I should have kept Magister in the scale, because he's pretty good if he gets 3 counters. Abductor's not really going to do much of anything. He's got an Ash that's useless in hand. He's starting off with 2 Ash. And 3 other cards. But I still got... yeah. Usually, I like to wait for the, what do we call it? I like to wait for the activation of the effect, that's what's returned, but sometimes they may have those cards that chain to add it back to hand, like Caesar Valius, which I don't want to have happen. See how it said how it went back to red, you know, and then it went and then it went to the one resolving. Yeah, we're gonna let that go through just to give him jacking those counters. But I'm pretty sure he's got a Caesar Valius in hand. So we get through the gate here. Also, I'm out of spell trap negates and stuff. We do know that he's got an Ash in hand, but I'm pretty sure he's got one more card that's like, you know, bounce card to hand to him. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But he's got a quick effect something, you know. I'm pretty sure it was Caesar Values. Because if you look back at when it was resolving and I said no to not negating, I think it was Mad Love. Before that one or whatever did anything, it still had like a chain or whatever. And he had something else he could have chained to it, like a Caesar Valius. That was Power of the Grave, and then the Force Release. Alright. It's been going on so much stream to you, Ron. Appreciate you for being here, Winda. Looks like you're like 7 hours ahead of me. That's crazy. You have a good night, though. Has the deck been any different since you added the demon package? I mean, we've... So, in, what do you call it? In the Dice Rally, it has been. And we've only done like 5 or 6 games so far, and only 3 games that actually that did anything. So obviously we wouldn't be able to tell too much difference because we haven't been able to use it that often. But in the Dice Rally, yes, the DM package actually helped a lot. Oh, okay, this might be the man, right? Board is quite something. So yeah, starting off with load is worse than starting off with the barrel, because obviously you have to set the drill beam and you can't use it for anything. Okay. This is when he goes Live White Dragon, yep. And goes into from the hand. Ugh. Then again, do you have another drill beam or another whatever in your hand? That card in the hand, the card in his hand is either a private card, which would not be disruption, but that's barrel. That's turns drill beam on, or it's a hand trap, which means that drill beam is not there. So regardless of what the card in hand is, he cannot use both drill beam and whatever the card is in hand. Obviously, it could be like a draw lockboard to ruin my day. Ooh. Do I want to pencil it out Endymion? But yeah, it's not like the card in hand is anything to worry about. And if it is something to worry about, like an Ash Blossom, then drill beam's not anything to worry about. I'd love to pencil it out. Both the Jackal Kings. If one of these was an Endymion, though, I'd be all over it. Okay. I don't know, he might have an imperm, but even if he does, he'll just imperm on the blue war, so might as well, okay. Okay. Gonna have to go blue war now. I would love to go bestiary to get some... Oh, snap. He's got Judgment. Solemn Judgment right there. Yep, he's definitely got Solemn. Like that's confirmation. Okay, so drill beam is giving... Okay, that means the card in the hand, yeah. The double jacking is really annoying. Obviously, I can get resolve servant, but how good is that going to be? The only thing I can... Here's the thing, though, like... Oh my goodness, he's doing it now. Maybe I should have used Bestiary first to see if that would have changed anything. Okay. Now this is combo here, but I don't know what those other 2 cards are. Like, I could crash Endymion, but what good would that do? I could add desires, but like, ugh. To get something else. So, obviously going to Electrowight's not going to do me any good here. The only thing I can think of is maybe I've gone into Cerberus, you know, trying to banish the Barone and go for game. But obviously I can imprint that. And then maybe I could have, worked off, comboed off that, but, that's dark. Because obviously if he's got Imperm, going into Electrowight's not going to do me any good at all. But an extra souls might be helpful. You might think, oh, could have kept an email in the field to negate the back row. Like, then what was it going to do? I had to link him off to progress my turn. Otherwise, crashing into a Endymion. Crashing a Endymion into it might have been good. To add like a Desires, but like, that's super, super desperate play. Or adding talents, draw 2. Okay. Special summon, what should we send? We already have those in graveyard, so I'm kind of tempted just to send Reflection. Or Cerberus, like I said before. And I want to send Beastray to get that draw. Because I don't think Beastray is going to help me too much here. I would love to just pop just Jackal King. See what you're on. Okay, I can send it. There was the Imperm. Now, do you know what's funny that I could do? If that is his only disruption, I could Dark Shade Disseline, sleeve by back a Spellcaster, and then go Electromite off of that. Okay, let's go Dark. I want to keep Servant on the field just in case, you know. And another Solemn? What's this? Oh, I didn't see that coming. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything at the moment. And he gets a full drill beam everything back on the field. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I think that's game. Now, obviously, if I would have election, maybe if, I don't know. The only thing I'm thinking of is maybe if I crashed with a Deviant, he would have Shade Imperm or something. But he could not have what do you call it? He could not have targeted Deviant. So he might have tried to negate Servant or something, and that would have maybe forced out one thing. But like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm down to one thing. Even though, what if like Silva gets to one counter here? What's it gonna do? Another a Sovereign? Okay, yeah, that's gonna basically be the nail in the coffin, because when he uses Drill Beam to negate, I'm not gonna have what do you call it? He's good to be able to banish from field and stuff. Why does SP keep making that noise? Yeah, it's very easy. He just drill beams on it. I don't even have anything, even if he doesn't do anything. Like I got nothing here. Unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Because obviously, if he didn't have the Sovereign, if he used the drill beam, he potentially could have targeted Magister, and that would have given Servant the third counter, so I could potentially have gone further. Still no, though. Oh, we got the coin toss. That's nice. Gotta plug my phone in. Okay. I am gonna summon Basilisk. Because those counters could potentially get me enough for Institution Search. On a servant. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I was swing on a Bastion was the right play. Okay, technically that's not enough. If I had a little bit extra counters, that would be really good, because I could bash just add back that service like I was trying to do. It's not. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a... It's got another track we can go Garuda. I was thinking I was gonna have more counters, a little bit more counters, just a tiny bit more. So that Bash is gonna add service so I can pop and then figure out what I got first. Okay, he's got an Ash now. Oh, like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. Even if he Ash the service, he's still use a Luxury to pop it. I can add Jack King, or I could add service to get another one from the deck. Like, that's just the better play. I can go Celine, you know, first, and then pen someone out back to Bashless, but that just leaves you a little bit vulnerable to Nibiru. So we're just gonna do this right now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, this game would be fair if there was no back C, but we'll see what happens. Gotta have how to have a like Endymion pop something so that I can have technically another spell trap disruption. I'll let that go. There's some better things to save in the gates for, but looks like he's got droplet anyway. Is this not working? Card you need to save your negates for is the board wipe. Wow, he did have Duel. I guess he only wants one Shining Spike? You gotta negate this because I don't want to give up my only demon negate. And also, here's the thing he can do. If I don't negate this, what he can do is go battle phase, attack over Endymion, and then gaze into Bias. And I don't have my demon negate. Summon out Dragoon, attack of another Jakku King, and then he just shuts down the other one. Like, that, I have to negate that. Otherwise, he gets to do way too much. Maxi at 1? Yeah, the Maxi at 1 doesn't mean anything. I've been saying it for the last 20 seasons that a card that's limited is not going to matter. And the only thing that you'll ever see a difference in is if it's banned. Unless it's a card like, unless it's a card like, Destiny Hero Malicious or Parallel Exceed, then obviously a limit will do something. He didn't do that, right? He could have just attacked over... No, he couldn't have. He's at 0. That's the card you... Against Shining Sonic, that's the card you want to save your negate for. Is this actually just Dark Magician Shining Sonic? Special summon this card by sending... Okay, maybe not. You'd think they would send one of the Garnets. Wow, this whole time? I don't know, should I summon him back? Because then he could just... But then again, if he goes Battle Phase to attack over Jacko King, you know, I get another turn. So, like, do I even, like, care? He's probably gonna use more spells, so keep those cards there. Draw one, no. If circle hits the board, you'll know. Yeah. Beansmith? Amelia. That's yummy. Gotta stop it at this source here. Because if he sets engage, I don't want him going anywhere else. Alright. We'll see, because I do have a DB with a counter and Celine on the field. Yeah, so yeah, full yummy already. Okay, that was close. This is like engine deck? Yeah, these pile decks are so boring. I agree. Oh, look at that was only one spell used that whole time during my turn. One spell and it was into the void. Essentially gets yummy, this is what you want to save your negate for. But I kept thinking that, you know, Jack King in defense mode, he can attack over at any moment. Which is like okay, but also like right now, if he attacks over, I don't really lose to the battle phase unless he like gets rid of Celine. Is he gonna try to go battle phase here? Yeah, okay. Can attack over Celine. Gonna have to use the strongest 4,000 attack body here to attack over Jacko King. Yeah. That's how he gets the most damage. Nope, nope. He's missing out on 400 damage here. And no more. What's this do? Oh. Oh, I guess he gets to bounce Celine. Is he? Did he already attack? Yeah. Oh well. Maxi, give it to the Maxi, take it away. Give it to the Maxi, always take us away. My game bug? Yeah, like he had the out anyway, so it's fine. At least we're winning coin tosses though, but let's see how many of these coin tosses are against Maxi or Duel. Okay. Let's play around an Ash Blossom. 56 card deck here. No Ash. No Drill, okay. Yeah, that's like if I know someone Jackal will be able to trigger it, I won't. That was I was trying to figure that out. It won't be not a concern to get counters in the institution, so I'm gonna have to focus on making sure I get those counters on it's Citadel. Now let's see here. I can go for Jakku King or I could go for Basilisk. Because in the odd chance I don't draw anything good off Desires, Basilisk can still fuel my hand with a lot of good stuff. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go for Basilisk right now. Go Desires first. Secret's gone, that's fine. Okay. Got some good stuff still. I think I'm still gonna go Basilisk effect though. Yeah, let's do this right now. 1, 2, and 3. Get Jackal effect. Get Jackal. Almost summoned the legend Jackal. Maybe I summoned these guys in the wrong zone, but it's fine. I am at... Yeah, okay. I'm at 3 summons at the moment. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, Jackal, Basilisk, Jackal. Those are the summons. I go Jackal effect, remove 3 counters. I could still do that. Yeah, I can still do that. 2 and 3. This would be my 4th summon. Yep. And now Servant effect. And then when Servant immediately hits... Okay, by the way, guys. Fun fact from a story from locals. I played this the exact way I played. You know, like I'm at 4 summons and I go Servant effect. And my opponent was like eyeing my board, you know, and doing all the calculations. I go, okay, Servant effect, and I put it down to 0 counters like this. Like, okay. And then I go, okay, this, and this is my 5th and 6th summon, you know. I go Servant there, and the moment that they're summoned, I go I got the dice out at 1 counter. He goes, why do they get counters? I'm like, because it's Servant's effect. I was like, you have an Imbu in your hand, don't you? And he was eyeing like, why do they get counters? He's like, because normally no one ever questions that. Like, okay, someone's a counter, sure. But the fact that I got counters on it was an issue, an absolute issue. Like, why did those get counters? You know, because he knew that if I had counters in the field at all, he could have, I could have get with Jakku King. But with no counters, there was no defense to the Jakku King. But now putting those counters off at the Servant effect, he's like, wait a sec, why do those get counters? I was like, oh, you got something for me, don't you? It was so funny. Oh my goodness. Let's go Endymion here. Draw a card. Ooh, okay. We haven't used that yet. thinking here. If I go Endymion, negate my own Endymion, bounce back an Institution, that means Institution, move before counters, get Abductor, activate Abductor, use Match Streak, get another negate. Can I get 2 searches off of that? Let me know if you guys, if that was too fast for any of you guys. Far more than just Match Streak at a low scale and Pen Summon. I could do decent amount more, but how worth it is that? I did use his layers. Endymion's banished, that's it. So what's my ceiling here? Got a Jackal King here, and that's it. So that probably is the best play, actually. Oh yeah, okay, that is the best play. Okay, we're gonna do that. This is what I, if you guys missed what I said because I said it too fast, this is essentially what I said. Wait, did I banish Abductor? I did not, okay. Actually, now that I think about it, do we even have a high scale left in the deck? I'd be pretty sad if I didn't. Looks like I don't. I don't have a high scale left in the deck. That's awkward. That's really awkward. Okay. Is there a way I can fix this? I think there is. Yeah, there's a way I can fix this. It's pretty bad, though, but this is how I can fix this. Hey, get in the bed. Okay, now we go into Celine off of this. This is how we can fix it. Okay, we fixed our error. This guy's probably like, dude, come on, your turn takes so long. And I'm like, sorry, I made a mistake, I had to fix it. Alright, what is left in deck? Do this. Special summon it. We did not use, whatever you call it. We didn't use the Void, so I could use this to get a draw here. But what good is it? I do got caught with the Grave. And there's nothing else to pencil it out. This is Jackal and Endymion. One of each is banished. You got Jackal and Endymion, and then Endymion, Jackal. There's nothing else to actually draw into that would be helpful. So, I got cancel here. Can I link it to... How good would that be? I link... Okay. I should do this now. Is it if I pen summon out 2, I'd have to give up a... No. If I pen summon out Jackal King and another body, yeah. Then that I can do that. Okay. Jackal King and a card like Bash Disc or whatever. And then I can link away that Bash Disc for a... And then we could go IP Masquerada. Okay. So it's still an okay end board, you know. Definitely could have been better if I didn't mess up, you know. Let's just hope that this is alright. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll probably just pop the oh, we could pop Abductor? No, I think I did keep Abductor to... Yeah, but we could just pop the... We could pop the... just pop... Okay, you know, yeah. Pop you, but not really. Alright, we could have had better if I didn't misplay. I had to get rid of my Endymion to go to do that. Could I have just linked that Jackal King? Or let me think. That Mission Soul is actually about Jackal King. Could I have linked used Jackal King and Electro to go in Celine, and then Celine send back out the Endymion to do that negate thing. Could that did I have to banish my Jackal King? Maybe I didn't. Because obviously now my skill sync is a little bit lower. An Abductor could have obviously searched the other Jackal King. Wait, no. Yes? Yeah, technically, yeah. If I used a mastery to put the counter on Abductor, because I think did we use that again? I think I could have had a much better what do we call it? Play, you know? Do this. So yeah, I think that we could have maybe played that a little bit better. This. Thinking about using it the other Endymion, but I think we're okay. I don't think we're gonna hurt for counters this game. You do. Hit you. More than likely. Actually, then again, should I just like? I don't want to waste my my IP banish, you know. I could banish now though. We'll do that actually. Probably gonna banish it like what 1. All right. Use you and we'll get rid of the Endymion. I do like keeping the body on the field, but we'll do that. Finish the rocket recharger and then get back the Jackal King from graveyard. Now we have a negate from both again. Okay. So now whatever's in his hand, we can negate it, unless it's Dark Ruler, but obviously he would have used it already. Alright. That should be it. Okay, so what was that? Dragon Ravine, Recharger, and technically that was what? We only had to use 3 negates? Did we? Oh yeah, also, you know, we'll summon Rocket Recharger that we negated too. Lucifer, thanks for the follow. I hope you have a good day. Oh, looks like he, Nightmare Silver. Did we get rated or something? That's 2 extra ones. I think we're at 980 now, which is pretty great. Thank you for the follow, both of you. I hope you enjoy. We are doing Endymion stuff, and we've had some, horrible luck, and then great luck, and then bad luck, and then okay luck. It's been all over the place today. Look at that. He did have a Dark Ruler. That could have been pretty bad. Also, Dragon Shrine. How valuable is it to really get a card in graveyard? I know this card's a 1-card combo in Zark, you know, because you can send Dark Room, but how useful is it in a deck like this? Like, I know they want to get a card with Dragon's Ravine, but that's part of their combo already. Do they really need Dragon Shrine? Hello, lad. Is there any chance you take fight requests? I'm trying to fight someone right now. Thanks, who, for the follow? I don't know what you mean by fight, Lucy. But we're doing rank climbing right now, and we haven't even encountered the new MST, which is, I guess, it's a good thing because I don't know if we have the same I don't know what the word is. Let's go. Let's play around a Duel with this, but I don't know. I think I just saw a delay. Okay, play around Duel. Obviously, he's got Ash Blossom. Then Ash on Servant is a good bait for that. And obviously, we don't have any draw spells, so it's not like we're going to draw those upstarts anyway. Get an Ash. Yeah, let's go. Okay. I do want Servant to get Ash. That's the thing. Now, if he's got like an impulse for Servant as well, we can still trigger her, which is the hilarious thing because of Citadel. Right, let's go ahead and add You... I think we gotta start prioritizing some high scales, you know? Let's see, does he draw here? Nope, okay, then let's go bash this then. Save an effect. Get out, Endymion. Let's go Electromite. We have 2 Electromites, so if he actually stops the first one, Bannister just gets us out the second one. Okay, I guess we could just go for a... Let's see, Abductor or Jackal King? I'm thinking Jackal King still, because I think I still want to trigger the Magister from the hand. But let's go bash this effect. Let's go put Sim into the deck. Jackal King again. Qualified and Dandy. Souls is okay. I mean, I can work with Souls. Do that. And let's see here. Got a little bit too many of these in hand. Maybe we can... No. It's like maybe we can pop Magistrate out of Endymion and then pen summon out both Jack Kings. I'm thinking I still need the low scale. So we're gonna have to... Okay, I think... Oh, okay. I think we... Ooh, okay. I know I'm gonna do this. Guys. Okay, this is how we're gonna do this. Pen summon out you two. Yeah, okay, this is gonna work out. Do this like this. Jack King's there. Let's go effective here. Special summon out souls by setting Endymion. I had to think about this for a second, but it works. Now we can... Okay. Use Electrode effect. Pop the Jackal King. Head back. Would be probably have to be Magister. Yeah, let's activate this. Okay. Had to think about it for a second, but it works out. Now we Celine, and because of this, we're not putting an extra body, an extra material in the extra deck. Now we can use Celine's effect to remove those 2 counters from Magister. Throw it back out that Endymion that we just put with Souls. And thanks to Souls, Magister, and we didn't have to put 2 negates in extra deck, so that 1 negate that we put in there early on, we can just summon out here. The only issue is that we'd like to have Magister summon underneath the underneath Celine. So we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to negate with one of our Jackal Kings, like this one that, oh, that's fun. Well, I guess it's okay then. There was a funny time. I had double Jackal King, Basilisk, and Celine, and he used Super Poly, and he could not fuse away both Jackal Kings because the only target he had was Garura, and Garura says 2 bosses with the same attribute and types, and because but with different names, and since Jackal King had the same name, he had to use Super Poly and Basilisk and Celine, which didn't do anything. Alright. Alright. We still got Reflection in deck, I'm sure, right? Whenever this happens and he summons a body and he Nova summons. Yeah. I have my toggle on. Let me... Okay. No toggle. What? Okay. Let's do this. He wants to get Engage out of the deck. Back C. Yeah, we can't let that go through. We just plain cannot let that go through. Amount of summons we're gonna do. Magister, summon out Reflection bounce. Celine, summon out Magister again. Oh yeah, I got a surprise for you. I still got an Endymion! No, you don't. Now that I think about it, I actually have to summon out another Jackal King here. Actually, can still bounce it to hand. Let's think here. Because that one card off the Guru could, yeah. I'm gonna have to do that. Because I'm thinking, if there was no Gray in Graveyard, then I would have, whatever you call it. I'd summon out Reflection, bounce the Camellia, but the fact that then he's gonna be able to, then he's going to be able to... Is that even worth it negating, honestly? Like... Jacking is an extra deck, I don't remember that. Here's the thing, if I negate Kagari with my only spell trap negate, with only monster negate, I mean, then he goes Ray and Grave, gets summoned out, tribute it to summon out 0, and then I still lose, the, then he goes to get engaged anyway. And then he can also attack Overstock. So I'm thinking it's best to actually just go for one of the other Endymion here. A lot of thinking here. What is about here? I forgot. If he only played a 5 Magician Super Falling target, that would be so sad. So sad for me. Oh, really? The bait. Not only bait, he wants to get that third spell again. Yeah. That's necessary to stop. Okay. We're gonna bounce Jackal King. I think that's the best target. First off, this Jackal King underneath Kagari has not been used its effects yet. The Endymion here is good to keep on the field for... Oh, look at that. Draw into another engage. Okay. Demon here is good target. Got a linkage, probably because he needs to go for 0. And then obviously Citadel being there as a... Just bouncing the Jackal that hasn't negated yet is just all around another idea. Okay, but attack Magister? Or attack Endymion? Oh, give me a... Okay, good. Give me a search. I didn't even know to negate it. Let's go add Mastery. Mastery's just the best one to add. It always is. Linkage. Maybe, I don't know. Obviously, engage probably the draw off the top probably was Widowmaker. Oh, Hayate. We're not, yeah, no, we're not negating Hayate. Yeah, no. Go ahead and set a card. Because you negate Hayate. Oh, okay. Yeah, you negate Hayate's effect. Ray comes out, and we don't want that. No. For some reason, I have a charger that's not working. Be back in the scale, so that we can legit just pen summon out 3 bodies back next, obviously. You got another linkage. Okay, that's why. That's why he went Hayate. Because he was getting negated, though. Like, I don't think he's got it. Oh, snap! You're not going to use it on summon. You're not going to use it on summon. You can't afford to use it on summon. Oh my goodness, he's not even... Dude, you have to attack into Jackal King, man! You're going to lose everything! And you're not once per turn, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves a... Balance. Did you forget? And now he's gone with anything. Here's the thing: if he would have used the effect of Rose to add a card and negated with Jackal King, he then could have still had Ray come back. Okay. Oh, hang on, we actually got those 2 wins. Wait, how do we win the... Oh, yeah, that other game was Dragon Link. I forgot. Oh my goodness, with the MST card. So this is the one people talk about. If this card is destroyed by MST, you can set this card. Activate one of these effects. Draw 2 cards, and if you have a Radiant Typhoon card or a Quickly spell in your hand, discard one of them, or your entire hand if you don't. Or a Quickly spell, yeah. If we had Quickly spells, that'd be great, but add 1 Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. I see. Okay. Now I see now. You have, if you draw multiples of them, like 3 of them, the first one still adds you MST, but then I see. I can see how this could be useful. I thought that the only part of the effect was to discard a quick play spell. You know, draw 2 and discard a quick play spell. The only shadow would be unwise enough to trust me with unlimited power. There we go. Is my thing charging now? No, but still not charging. My phone is like losing all of its battery, and my charger that I'm using does not work. Ugh. So that makes sense for a draw, like for a draw engine. I thought the effect was just to discard a quick spell draw 2, you know? But man, oh crap, here we go. It'd be so funny if he did not have a quick play spell and he just lost his whole hand. Okay, so I see now. Okay. Now that may take some extra thought, but that's a lot of UR to add in too. Plus, what that better be a normal. Okay, the rare. It's a rare. Oh, this is actually a Sky Striker? Hayate. Why Hayate? Okay. I'm thinking he's trying to fuel his graveyard. If he was trying to fuel the graveyard, though, why not just link Hayate to another one, to another one, to another? Oh no, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, okay. Linkage cannot be used unless you get Kurboss with Master Zone. So he's linking into a card that can't do anything. Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah. Only, yep, doesn't get a boost of attack. Gauge. Alright. Now, 0 is a once... You can only special summon Session Zero once per turn. So, you can still summon it during my turn, but, like, I also don't have to worry about him ending on it. Also, he's got 2 linkage in graveyard. Did he add another? Yeah, he's got the 3rd linkage in hand. Okay. Shizuku. Right. Yeah, add a gauge. He's probably gonna add multi-roll off this. Do people still use multi-roll? Oh, okay. Of this game. What is this? Wait a second. Wait a second. Do all of these have exclamation points at the end of them? They do. I never noticed that all the Sky Sugar cards have exclamation points. I was like, why does Lemniscate have an exclamation point? Like, oh. It makes sense. They're like, engage! You know, in the anime. What are the Sky Sugar anime? He would be smart to just chain linkage to this, deny me one of those counters, you know? Alright. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Maybe I can make this work. doing this way, I do like it's the same amount of counters, but I think it's better to use up one of the institution effects first, considering souls has the chance to send it to the grave to draw one. Okay. That's just sitting on a, whatever you call it. Judgment. But no, to see the fact that they just reduced in attack points, no, he's not. Dude, you waited too long! The hand wasn't even that really good, but still, like, you did wait too long. So yeah, I can see it. 4 cards, yeah. Add MST, and then use this to discard the MST to draw 2, but draw 2 first, then discard it. Okay, one of these effects, we can only use each effects of any Typhoon Vision once per turn. Okay, you know, I didn't know this card had that second effect. I think that it's worth a look. I think if people want to use that in Endymion, I think that's a good idea. But have you heard from BF? Is he doing okay? Yeah, I just talked to him this morning. He's doing alright. I think just a couple days ago he sent me a new video, new drive for one of the videos I told him to edit over. But I have like 10 videos. I commented over like 7 out of 10 videos. 10 replays for a future video, and he's only given me like, he only had one of them whatever, and then the second one he just gave over to me. So it's going pretty slowly for editing, it seems. I would say when I said the Striker players don't know how to play the deck, they just think it's OTK Turbo. I've seen, okay, so I watch a lot of Sky Striker gameplay by, like, you know, people like, there's a guy named Away on YouTube who does some really good Sky Striker replays. Lana Z0 is also pretty good too. And then there was a third one. But, I cannot remember the name of them, but I guess it's because he hasn't posted that long. But there, I've 2 of the better Sky Striker players, I'd say. And yeah, the deck can do a lot. Like, it's even gotten me interested in the deck, just because the thing that attracts me is the OTK style. Like, seeing your opponent have a board of like 6 disruptions, that's how they start the turn off, and then by the time the turn ends, your opponent has no cards except like 1 card in the field, and you're setting 3 back row to deal with their turn. And like, it's just because Engage is just that crazy of a card that, like, 1 card engage, add this, add draw a card, use the effect to get engage back, do this, draw a card. Now you have 2 cards and a play, and then go 0, draw a card. Now you have 3 cards, and you still got your 1 card play as well. Like, what a crazy card, man! So I've seen a lot of Sky Striker gameplay from that, and I know the deck is really good. Demons has a good time against it, but the new support that Sky Strikers get, Lemnis Gate and 0, they actually give them some kind of play against the deck Endymions, especially when they go first. So it's not an auto win anymore. Same with Yugioh. I do miss those decks that were auto wins, but they got new support and the Demons left to the dust. Someone double Demon. Now, imagine there's a Nibiru. Like, right there, that's the Nibiru choke point. And you wouldn't do it before because there's obviously no reason. They're all tutors, get away. I don't think they have a way to not be a tutor. Such a crazy summoning condition. Tutor Link 1 as a level 1 tutor is so crazy. Well, I have Card of the Grave for that. To know why that Sky Sugar Scoop early? Because I summoned 2 Endymions, which could negate his back row. So I suppose he only had like 1 or maybe 2 plays, and the fact that I summoned out double Endymion means I can negate both of his plays. And you might think like, oh well, you couldn't do anything after that. You had to link them away. Like I had Souls. Souls could set away Institution draw, and that could potentially get me further into it. And even if it didn't, Souls and Endymion could, one of those Endymions could link away to Blue Boy while I keep the other Endymion out. And I was hoping to negate the linkage so he doesn't get 0. That was the main idea. But yeah, he probably saw that both Endymion negates and said like he didn't want to deal with it. Oh, hello, okay. Didn't want to deal with the fact that I could negate half his back row. I'm guessing the other half didn't do enough, you know. Do this, I don't know. I don't like putting a body on board. But then again, because it makes it so SP can do something to me, and I don't like it. Oh my god, whatever. His hand is especially with IP Masquerada. It's got a Heroic Arclight, whatever. Something in hand, but Card with the Grave can deal with it. But obviously Arclight can deal with my Columbine. I was hoping he would use Arclight to stop Mastery. Arclight's Floodgate effect doesn't really do anything to me at the moment. Okay. What is that? Obviously, there's no better time to use this. Oh, it's banished. Okay. It's fine. I was gonna go for the Link 1, but he was gonna just chain that. So yeah, obviously it would have been better to save combat. It doesn't come into play enough times to know about that, so that's my misplay. My misplay. Like, obviously, Carve the Grave could have dealt with Herald, so that when I used Desires to draw 2, I didn't have to worry about that. But, yeah. Obviously, that was, gave up the game right there. Yep. So, yeah, it was just because of that misplay that happened, so I should know better with Heriac, that one card. Because it's another one of those times when a card does so little against me that I forget it does anything at all. That's happened before with Sarvis when a Voiceless Force was a thing. Sarvis did legit nothing at all against, you know, Pendulums and stuff, so except for a Pendulum summon. So it was so weak against the Pendulums that I completely forgot it did anything at all, and I pen summoned out 3 bodies and it negated the whole summon. And I was like, oh crap. I forgot that card did anything. Same thing with Branded Retribution. Card that only doesn't do anything against anything in the main deck aside from Jackal. Jackal's the only card. And it did so little that when I actually used Jackal's effect to summon out Jackal King, Retribution was able to work on it. I'm like, oh wait, that actually has an effect that does something. And that was the effect of the Floodgate effect. That stopped me from doing this for in case of okay. The Floodgate effect that you know, for the graveyard, completely disregarded it just because it just didn't do hardly enough at all. Maybe I want to get out. I might want to get out Bastus instead of another Jackal. Pop you, and let's put Service back in. Jack can stay in the extra deck. Souls is okay. That's just cure. Use you. Now we have double scales. And I'd like to go souls to send away that talents, but I need to wait because that would put me into Nibiru range. Probably could. If you like a game so much, why can't you play it live in Endymion? It won't. The way that Sky Sugar blends, it doesn't blend with my playstyle of Endymions. That's why it's everyone's favorite bad Unchained player, Matty D's. How you doing? And yeah, Engage is cool, but like you can technically play it in Endymions, but the way that I like to play Endymions, I like to summon out negates early on to defend my rest of my plays. And Sky Sugar says no, you have to use all the Sky Sugar stuff first. And it doesn't really blend well with my playstyle. But Dominus has used the Sky Sugar engine in Endymions, and it's worked out really well for him. I think what was his name? Rosley uses Sky Strikers and Endymions, and it does a great job on it. And who else? I don't know if Frank does it. Perthy in the chat, for those of you who don't know. I thought maybe he used to, but he's always experimenting with different ideas for Endymions, and it's really cool. Like, he makes some really cool builds with Endymion. I find it so hard to add other edges into Endymions. Exactly backwards. Endymions hardly plays well with other archetypes. It's so difficult. Now, if Endymions, dare I say this, if Endymions didn't need to remove counters exactly enough to trigger their effects, you could play Endymion with any other archetype because it doesn't lock it. If Servant could just scale and use its effect to summon immediately from deck like that, without needing those 3 counters, then you could use them, anything. Like you could use Feedsmith better in it. You could mix it with Yummy. You could do whatever, like I said. But that kind of ruins the whole point of the mechanic of needing counters and stuff. Now, also, if you could just scale Servant and then use the effect against something else immediately, you could run hand traps in the deck as well. But due to the fact that you need to have enough stuff to get Servant to 3 counters, you need to be focusing all your other stuff that's not Endymions on spell stuff instead of other hand traps and stuff like that. Or other mechanics and engines, because if you cannot get Servant to 3 counters in the early game, it's a difference between 2 negates and 6 negates kind of a deal. And it's a pretty big difference. Yeah, it's oh dang. Wait, what if I say the weakest part of the Endymion deck is the spell counter necessity? I don't know. I like spell counters. That's my favorite archetype. That's my favorite mechanic in the entire game. But I will say that if they didn't need the counters on them to use it, you could use them with every other thing because you'd have more room dedicated to engines and hand traps that could work. If these cards could work by themselves, like 1-card combos, rather than having to waste a slot on Void and Upstart and other things like that. You played Sky Sugar with Endymions. It was better when Drones was limited. Oh, Drones is limited now, isn't it? You think adding Shining Spark? Shining Spark seems a little weird. It might work with it. Unless it's just Shining Spark, DMG, and maybe Turn Silence, I think it is. Then yeah, but if you're wanting up the full Shining Spark engine, like Indora and other things, you're gonna brick a lot on that. But Perthy runs Shining Strike with the DMG, Shining Strike, and Turn Silence, those 3, and it works pretty well for him. But it's more like a dedicated Demon Souls build for Endymions as well. But I think you could just need Souls. You could just banish. You already are running your level 6 highest spellcasters. I don't want to see phase 3 anchor heavy or package. I think that's really bricky. I would agree. You playing Widow Anchor is 100% always going to be a brick going first, unless you're using it to negate your own link 1 to get that 3rd counter. But then that's it's working against you in that regard. It's super I always say Anchor is really much a brick. Engage getting an extra draw is pretty cool, but unless we have more Sky Sugar spells that actually do more stuff, I still think it's really worth running. Plus, the whole idea of you can't use stuff in your main monster zone. Hitting Psych, Black Witch, D-Mod is my current build? Yeah. You also, obviously, use Black Witch, you're using as a meter and stuff. That stuff is really cool. Using as meter, she made it all. And then Celine some of the back, it's pretty nice. Problem is with the amount of draw power in the deck, you can run through your engage targets really quickly, so they can become dead cards really easily. Yeah, it's like having it's like Spellbook of Secrets as well. If you knowledge send Blue Boy away to draw to, Secrets is gonna be dead in the deck. So if you draw into that, that's yeah. Secrets is the best Spellbook card unless you don't have any other Spellbook cards. It's a long gen. Let's see if he wasn't in time. How's it going? Hello, Colton Grundy. We're doing alright. We are, whatever you call it. I can't even tell if we won the last game or not. I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Did we? I can't remember. But, we are Diamond 4 right now. We're hoping to get Diamond 3, but, we're like 2 hours into the stream at the moment, and we're still gonna ending in an hour. It's especially important that I do end on time today instead of going later on, because tonight is spring forward. For anyone who doesn't do daylight savings times, we lose an hour of sleep. And actually learned that not everyone does daylight savings times several years ago when someone I used to talk to across the world is wondering why I was doing things an hour differently. Like, oh, hey, you're on early, you're on late. I'm like, no, it's daylight savings time. This is how I normally talk. This is what time I normally get on. So yeah, we for people in my, you know, I'm losing an hour. So it's actually at like 2 in the morning. It's supposed to go to 1:59 and then go to 3 in the morning. So basically, count up 1 hour. That's what time it is for me. So I gotta make sure I don't actually go over the limit. Did he set force release? Yeah, he's got force release. All right, force release is the one that is very much a problem. That typically is the only problem. Caesar Valence is pretty bad too. Force release popping a card, and the other one banishing from hand is really annoying. Nationite is Nationite, you know. But if I can like play my actual turn, then Nationite isn't a problem because I can summon out stuff to negate it. But if he's disrupting me with a pop and a banish from hand and all that jazz, Nationite might be like. I think I've said this like a lot of times before, but a lot of the times when the disruptions don't hurt me, if they have cards that hurt me enough, it might make me have to play into the monster zones more, which then makes me susceptible to other things. For example, like when I was going against Yubel, none of those stuff hit me except for Escape of the Unchained, and when they're not using Escape of the Unchained at all, and I keep having to wait, keep having to bait it out, I end up like I can't Endymion pop. I have to summon out a card to negate the escape. And when I summon out with Endymion to negate escape, then they makes it so I actually have to worry about all those monster disruptions. So like while I don't have to worry about Nationite at the moment because of my back row, his trap spell might have to make me like, oh, I guess I gotta pen summon out now and all that. And which makes it so that Nationite is a disruption. The trap card can be a disruption too. Pretty bad stuff. Alright, I mean, it is a counter on Vector. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's a matter of practice. Keep trying. I've been trying to learn this deck alone. It's hard for me to pick up. So here's the thing, like practice, yes, but do know this deck is super old. So like if you're like doing the whole thing where like, oh, it's hard. I'm getting hard. It's really difficult to. Did I just say getting hard? It's really difficult to get wins and stuff with this. And like, yes, it is going to be very difficult because every deck has been like moved so far up with everything. It's definitely like you're fighting an uphill battle. A 6-year-old deck against stuff that is supposed to get out 11 disruptions. It's like, don't feel bad if like, oh, you're having trouble getting wins. If you are trying to learn the deck, do not do it in ranked. Like ranked is supposed to test out how well you can use the decks against hand traps. That's already when you already know all the basics and stuff of how to get a board out. I recommend just doing solo until you get the grasp of everything. Because your biggest issue pick up Magister. Hang on. Pick up Magister. Again, that's counter with that. 2, 3. I have to go serve it. Okay. I don't know anymore. Because all this legitimately, all this is just depending on if I'm allowed to even resolve knowledge to get that draw too. Because theoretically I could get that servant effect, but I'll go save it for the deck that a little bit. Because I'm thinking I can pen someone with a reflection and stuff, but like I would need to get Magister for that. Yeah, if I don't see, it's see if this would time limit. I mean, there's a chance of that. What's he going for? Oh, is he going for what do you call it? Caesar. Okay, no, Caesar. I mean, he could be still. I'd worry if it could still watch every deck to your hand. Caesar Valius potentially. Oh yeah, also, somebody got Blue Boy and also gets hit by Nash Knight. Like I said, they make me desperate for the back row stuff by popping my cards. And make it so I have to play into the monster zone, which then gets hit by their Nash Knight and their trap. He also looked at my hand, by the way, so it's not like he's worried about whatever else I may have. Also, he could just pop the back row, because he doesn't know what it is. Yep, you still lose game, of course, but those additional pushes equals really helps. I think that whole Shoot for Shadows version of the deck, I think with Shining Cyclops, Engine Indy becomes very competitive. Maybe. Yeah. And look at that. Like that, nothing else. Maybe he'll run out of time. Maybe this back card. Oh my goodness, no, I should have avoided! No! It's fine. That's funny. I always right click on that. Like, it's never gonna bite me back. But then it bite me back there, but it's not like it's gonna determine the win. It just makes me lose a little pride. He obviously disagrees. He still disagrees. You think I said before it's good. I just don't want to add so many cards to the deck. Like, it then just makes Demons lose a little bit of its identity, in my opinion. Adding 1 Souls, 1 Demon is just fine, but adding 9 different cards in the extra deck and DBLs, like making half the deck like not Endymions, it just makes the deck lose a little bit of identity with that. But I am interested still in a Curtain. Could be really good to summon a demon or jacking from the deck. I did win the last game. What game was that? Oh, is it when I made Electromite and they just scooped? Yeah, this had to be. They just scooped out the Electromite summon. Oh yeah, what I was saying is that practice in solo mode. Ooh, this guy's gonna be on those big. Going first. And solo mode until you can grasp how to get to your end board consistently, and when you learn how to improvise and pivot, you know, then you can try doing things in ranked, because this stuff is really like, if you don't know what you try to learn, you know, in ranked, it gets really really bad when you get hit by Ash and don't know what you're supposed to do. Because for here, you could go this, and I could go Mastery right now, but that potentially could be hit by an Ash Blossom, but then I'm kind of toast. So then I gotta go Jackal here first to see if I can bait out the Ash Blossom. Yep, like that. Mastery to try to bait out the Ash. And then in doing so, it helps, it makes it so I'm not toast completely off there. Because if Mastery's there, the only thing you can do is just Jackal effect here. Yeah, he's probably got like a Maxi or something like that. Do that. I don't think Magi is gonna help me out. Yeah, it won't do enough. Citadel has to be, because Magi having to remove counters is just like seriously kind of a deal. But if I didn't, obviously I'd get Magia, so I can summon back out a whatever you call it. A Jackal from extra deck that puts the counters in Servant to get the next counters. And then Servant summon out and go from there, which is a lot better. Hopefully it's just Parelia, you know? Because I can win against Parelia. Who else might as well be Maxi? They just replace cards that get to the board boss. They're just more powerful draw engine to fuel the spell card mechanic. Oh, okay. Go Jackal King here. Did this. Go ahead and grab ourselves probably another Jackal King. No, let's go Endymion, just in case he just in case he negates Electromite by any means. Got something. Oh, it could be that Vanquish Soul card. The Vanquish Soul that I'm like Holly Seal or whatever. That could be it. Okay. Guess we do that. I might have Nibiru. I haven't seen Nibiru in a while though. So, you know what? We're gonna risk it because I need those counters. I'm very, very low on counters. You might have Nibiru. If we play into Nibiru, then just, you know, forget me, right? Do that. I was gonna pop Abductor out of back, but I kinda might need that counter. Kinda might need that. What? Okay. I remove banish one for Demon, get souls, without souls, go into Crowley. I can go to Crowley off of one, yeah, I would try that. But we'll have to banish a Jackal King. I do have a lot of Jackal Kings, so let's try that here. Summon by sending the Endymion. Last one to grave. And then again. How am I gonna get this Jackie out of hand? Yeah, this sends like a service. Oh, Reflection Model would be better actually, but it's fine. I think we will send Citadel. We can get another card that can hold counters. That's really good for us. Nope. Hello. Why? It's fine. Let's just go Crowley now. I remember my end board was Jackal King and a DB Jackal King. It's gonna still be the same because of Celine. This just gives us another chance to get what do we call it? To get counters. We're gonna go Celine first. Yeah. Do this because if I can send away Crowley and I don't draw anything good, you know, I'd rather have gone into Celine first. There's more counters here, you know. All right. Go ahead. Theoretically, we could do more with this actually. How do we do this now? Move all those counters from the Abductor. Yeah, we can do more with this. Reflection can summon out that Jack from the hand, potentially. Pop the Abductor. Now we can... Can we use Jacking's effect yet? No. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. Okay. This might be useful. You might think, oh no, Shadow, no! Your Jackal King's banished! Somebody got Jackal's not gonna do anything because you don't have a Jackal King in the deck. And I'd be like, yeah, I should have thought of that. Basilisk. Put Jackal King in the deck. I love the dedication you have for this deck though. I appreciate it. I love this deck to absolute bits. It is the most fun deck I've ever played. And I just love how you can figure everything out. Like, dude, like the amount of like puzzle stuff, everything is just feels like I'm solving one big puzzle, you know? And like, oh, if I didn't do the puzzle right, I only got 2 negates. I'm like, ooh, but there was a way to get my 6 negates out. Oh, hello. I just love how much of a puzzle it feels. I know I'm going out for a long time, but man, is it? Oh, magic could be useful theoretically. To get out one more disruption. But I would need a... Okay. Endymion's banished right now. Did we use Mastery yet? We did. It's fine. But no, we did not use a. So yeah, that end board could have just been Jacker King and Demon Jacker King with Electromite, and then maybe into Slade. But now we actually able to get more and follow up as well. 5 negates off of that, and we banished Endymion and Jacker King, so we don't have anything else. Reflections in the scale there. So having Master on the board actually would not have been too useful for us because I think there's something for the deck. Deck is very strong going for us as... Oh, okay, hello. Deck is going strong going for us as long as no Duel. Add that. He removed a Endymion, which I assume means that he needs spell trap stuff. But obviously this adds a monster stuff. Master negate. A monster that I have the monster negate for, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I should have set mastery then, huh? Okay, to get you. I got a lot of counters on my, whatever. So that makes it so all his monsters get 900 attack, but let's see here. Okay. Guys, what do you think? Was that worth a save because of, how much stuff? Oh, that was his demotion game, by the way. How much he had to think? How much I had to think through everything? Was that worth it? Was that entertaining to watch with the puzzle solving, or was it just, you know, oh, he didn't fight through anything, so kind of a deal. I mean, I did make sure that I didn't lose the Ash from the very start. Over here, Ash the Jackal, and that was intentionally done Jackal first, so that Master didn't get hit. And also, that not only played around Ash, it played around Duel too. Considering if I went Jackal, not both at the same time, obviously, but if it was Duel or Ash Blossom, Jackal summons out Jackal King, and then Mastery adds Citadel. Jackal King gets those 2 counters before Duel is even usable, and then I get to negate Duel. Oh, looks like he might have had one of these. Whip Citadel? Yeah, no Whip Citadel. But it did stuff, you know, that was nice. Space cards. Yeah. So let me know, guys. It was that entertaining. I'd love to start saving some replays, but I want to save stuff that's like absolutely like going to be amazing, best replays stuff, whatever. Ah, Blue. Okay. But yeah, okay. I was saying before, I keep getting interrupted there, but the idea is that you want to make sure with when you're learning the deck that you know exactly where you're gonna go. If you could like just do solo mode going first stuff and make sure you know exactly how you're supposed to end up with the... Is this 60 cards? Wow. Might be branded, maybe. Exactly where you're supposed to... Or right forwards. Might be right forwards too. Okay. Looks like it might be the man. And the moment that you can figure out where you're gonna go, then you can start playing in ranked where you might get hit by hand traps and stuff. And the hand traps, they just make it so you just have one less play, obviously. If you get a hand that's weak to hand traps, specifically like Droll and Ash hand traps, then obviously it can be a lot more difficult. But if you can figure out where exactly you're supposed to go with your turn, it helps you be able to pivot a little bit more. But I say pivot a lot. I just mean like I'm pretty sure it's easy. It's self-explanatory. But bottom line is just that you can just, oh, I'm going to go for this thing, but since you stop this, I can just pivot into this line. Oh, you stop that, I can pivot again into this line. Because that's the thing with the demons, is that they don't have one line to go to, one end goal, you know? Like how you would see... Oh boy, wait, is this Red Eyes? They don't have one end goal, like with Brandon, how they have to go for Brandon Fusion. It goes, oh, okay, you stop the main choke point here area. It's just that they're just trying to get out all those cards individually, get out specific negates and stuff. So you stop one card, okay, that just means instead of 5 negates, you get out 4 negates. You use another hand trap, okay, instead of 4, I might get out 3. Instead of you go, oh, you stop this one card, that cuts off the circuit of my turn. Like, sometimes you have specific cards that might lose to one hand trap, like Service and Ash. But for the most part, it's hard to hand trap them. Wait, how did he get out? How did he get that card out? Wait, what? Guess you can special one normal monster from your deck defense position. Wow. So is this actually Red Eyes? Pretty cool. Alright, oh, Red Eyes Dragon Ruler. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, 2 level 7s. to this card. Alright, this is definitely going to be an interesting one. Towers are going to hit the field. Endymion can deal with towers just fine. It's just towers that are floodgates, or towers that are board wipes like Liger. Then it might be a little bit more difficult. Deck is very strong going first as long as no draw. Deck can still, some hands can play through draw. Some hands can summon out negates before they get the draw. But obviously, there are half the hands will die to draw. Because I've looked for guides on a good endpoint so I can try and get there, but I can't find anything. The Final Anomaly and I made a guide a while ago about how to play Endymions. It got like 15,000 views, so that was pretty cool. If you're looking for stuff, yeah, I have a channel of best replays and stuff, but if you're looking for actual like combo guides and stuff, closest that I've done is I've actually done one with the Final Anomaly on his channel. Back before I had my own channel and stuff. He's the person who inspired me to actually start doing my own stuff as well. Like who actually gave me the feeling like I could actually start streaming and doing my own content. All because I had won 2 of his tournaments, I think, prior, and then he said, you know what, people gotta hear about this deck, because it's good, it's doing some good stuff, and nobody knows about it. So, I owe a lot of, most of where I am right now with the streaming stuff to him. And obviously VF, who's made the YouTube stuff possible. I was doing streams on like streams before I did YouTube stuff, but VF is what helped make it so that YouTube actually was like came true, and now Anomaly is what made Twitch come true for me. 41 people watching, by the way. Appreciate everyone for being here. By the way, is this whatever you call it? I think Team Samurai made a video about Red Eyes, you know? And basically it's like this strategy, but yeah, 1,000 for effect activation is really, really brutal. Oh my goodness, another one? Another one? Guys, I'm not gonna win this one. I don't think you can make a third one, right? Guys, I think I gotta pay my taxes. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, this is a really brutal of an end board. And also, this hits me twice, by the way. It's not just once, you know, like, oh, every activation, it's twice. Why do you say, oh, why twice? It's because, oh boy, I have to activate Servant, and then activate Servant again in the scale. So it's not just 500, it's 1,000. So this might as well be 3,000 every time I activate a card. It's that brutal. It's a tax trade. This is actually hilarious. Yeah, props to him. He's making Red Eyes work. Like, good for him. Would say Endymion does have combo lines. It's based upon your hand and your opponent active action and what hand traps you can play around. Exactly. Oh, we got a follower here. Gamer guy since 95. Appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. When you play against a spell trap card or protect, you can detach the activation. Okay, so what we're staring at is 1,500 per activation. Times 2, because if I have to go scale a deviant scale effect, negate a spell trap effect, and periodic seals. Yeah. I'll try. Plus, Snowbook Engine is another 15. Oh, and a Ash Blossom as well. This is rough. Says negate the activation, and if you do banish it. So, if I go Mastery, then if he gains activation, then if I draw into another one, that could be useful. I could go Upstart, but like, here's the thing. Let's say I go Upstart, right? To bait out, to see if maybe he's going to use the Elite Dragon Willow. He goes, no, I'm not going to. I then lose another 1,500. I use the other Upstart. No, I'm not going to. I use another 1,500. I got to use Mastery, like, right off the bat here. If he negates it, whatever there, but I don't have card activations to spare. That's my dilemma here. The only thing I can do, if I can get 2 bodies on the field, I can link away his Periodic Seals into Unworn Goddess to negate all of his stuff. Which would be, like, the last thing I can do. But obviously, I have to get it. Oh, yeah, there's that. You do that. Also, he negates activation, which means I don't burn for 1500. Alright. Oh boy. So right now I only get what? 3 more activations? I don't think I can win 3 more activations. That's, yeah, it's 4500. Oh yeah, there's that. And I still gotta play through a bounce. Look at that. I mean, he made Red Eyes work, so good for him. And then I also gotta go Beast to even make Abductor even usable. He doesn't even need to do anything. He doesn't need to do anything. I'm just gonna lose on my own. Well, I gotta go find the videos you were talking about. I can send you the link to them. Yeah. Doesn't matter what I add. I can send you a link to the channel. Let me go find it. Play this. Dude, I'm already dead! Stop it! Okay, playlists. Okay, here we go. Unlisted. Do full playlists? Yes, okay. Do I have this unlisted? I should have this publicized. Like, anybody should be able to watch this. Yeah, okay. Share. Copy. Okay, go and follow this link. And it should send you all the videos I've done with Anomaly. And while I have on my own channel actual videos where I'm like replay videos that is just like, you know, they're just replays and with the occasional text and stuff, I actually go through each and every one of my plays when I'm with Anomaly and an actual narration on it. So go check those out. We also do things how to play around Duel, what's a TCG play. A lot of the stuff, it's very old, like 2 to 3 years ago, but, I mean, my deck list doesn't change. So, like, it's not like, oh yeah, this is the old way of playing Endymion, so we have a new way. Like, no, it's the same way as the last 3 years. The only difference at all is how you play around certain hand traps that are newer, and how you play around certain decks that, like, going second and going first, or what you have to watch out for. Otherwise, it's the same way, same play style as it was a while back. Pretty much, yeah. Appreciate you for being here, though, Grundy. We got the Fabled Larry. This hand's okay. The thing that I do like nowadays is that people are now ending more on they're ending more so on the, what do you call it? Wave King Caesar, which is double negate on a card effect activation, whatever. To on a summon, which doesn't do anything to Endymions. Desiree, however, is a big no-no for me because negating the scales and stuff is really, really rough. So, having said that, I hope he goes for Wave King Caesar. He most likely will, which is good. But, I mean, we can't rule that out yet. Okay. Here it is, if he's gonna... He still got tracked. He could do that right now. We'll see if he does it. There's Wave King Caesar, which doesn't do too much against me, which is good. Like, I'd be pretty bad if I did if it was the other one. Oh, DML Star? Oh wait, what the? Not DML Star. Dark Magician DML Star. Alright, so might be just Wave King Caesar and Dragoon, which I can play through Dragoon. Still got a Shining Sark. Soul Servant. Okay, well, it actually is Dark Magician. So this would be good. Interested to see where he goes with this. But he put out his deck, I didn't see. Reveal Gaze, yeah. So just an extra 2. Oh yeah, he did discard Dark Magician Girl. Okay, Celine. Only I can use that card. Wait a second. Do you have enough spells? He's only got 1. Why though? Dude. But why? 32 people watching, by the way. I appreciate every single one of you. Okay. Decided to link it to Celine and then just link 2 again. Maybe maybe we just misplay, but I don't know if he has any ulterior motive or whatever you say. Dark Magicians. So not Dragoon. He's gonna get 2 counters, by the way. If I can destroy that card, I can get those 2 counters on my field. Oh. Oh! I like that! That is awesome! Okay, okay. I don't know about the Celine play. I think that was still a misplay. But using Daybreaker to pop Dark Magicians, that is original. That's cool. So get that draw off and then special summon 2. He's going on for a while though, so he might. Oh, another Celine? Nope, Golden Allure Queen. You can destroy 1 card in the field, also okay. Okay, so okay, that's a pop we gotta worry about. Oh, okay. Can this card? If this card is destroyed, you can special summon. So can he destroy it again? Oh, is he gonna use the effect to destroy Dark Magicians again and special summon 2? Because it's just if this card is destroyed, so it doesn't have to be fusion summoned. This is interesting. Okay. Griffin. Okay. Well, so much for being based. Oh, he was supposed to summon that in the middle though, because I can still link. Ooh, I don't have Animal anymore. Discard a card, probably set Gaze, right? Yeah. Okay, so triggering Dark Magicians twice like that. That is really cool, though. Like, that is really cool. Does he have Dark Wedding Magic as well? Oh, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna use he's going to use Dragoon and Griffin's column. Yeah, he's gonna go or not. Miasma. Add back for card advantage? He's gonna bring Dark Magicians back. Okay, so to recap, he has Wave King Caesar, he has Nightmare Griffin, Floodgate. Wave King Caesar doesn't do anything. He's got a pop. He's got Dragoon. So Floodgate, poor special summon monsters. Dragoon. Yeah, okay. Let's see how we do this. Took you off Miasma? Okay, now he has that zone open. Oh yeah, Maxi. Okay, look what happened of it. Now this is a time where I don't have Jackal in hand, but this would be funny for Anima. That's an Anima moment. Okay, let's go Servant. Oh, okay. Okay. Would have been nicer to have Reflection in hand, actually. Or, like, you know, in the extra deck so I could pencil it out. Well, unfortunately, I can't really pencil it out in Endymion. I can't really pencil it out in Endymion. Or sorry, Jackal King to lock down anything if I needed to. Due to the fact that yeah. What do you call it? Okay. I think so, it still might be better. Impulse. Okay. Do you have a trap in graveyard? No. I can do it again. Don't have any kind of have to use the effect to put thing in extra monster zone. Oh, what else? Reflection? I already used the effect. Oh man, I was gonna use it to bounce back the Wave King Caesar. His chocolate. I would have been better if I had Servant able to use the effect so I had more cards in hand. But that doesn't give me enough counters for everything. I don't play anymore. Unfortunate. Drop with Maxi as well, which is pretty funny. Alright, let's keep going. You're losing a lot of coin tosses now. Okay. Using this. Still all one card combos, so it's not like it's any weaker. And again, does this at all... Nah, because they can still sue Yugioh. Like, does this lock them out of their Vanquish Soulblaze? Oh, is it look at the hand? Sure. Look at your opponent's hand is just... It's a wild effect for me. It's just so random. Force released. Force release is obviously the issue. An issue, not the issue. Wave Strix. This is a weird. Let's take a weird turn. Also, the weird thing about them, yeah, about all the being level 5s is that all the rank 4 stuff, what? Rank 4 stuff that has a, whatever you call it. What's the phrase I'm looking for? A rank up card that makes it, oh, it's level 5 now, kind of a deal. They get access to all of those, because level 5 was just be supposed to be those really, oh, okay. Okay. What's this doing? Okay, someone ultimate falcon. What else does it do? Okay. Is that it? Look at it. Do we use Void first? Like, okay. You can clearly banish a card, but Mastery can also help save that. Right. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm more so thinking that Jackal could summon on a Jackal King. But no, he just, you know, happens to that. Because I don't have enough for Jackal's effect, unfortunately, because Into the Void is nothing. Unfortunate. It was literally nothing of an end board, but I didn't have the hand to deal with it. Hey, I won a coin toss. That's first time. Hand's really bad. But we can make it work. That Call of the Grave has helped me out a little bit. That's why Artemis is in the deck. Hopefully he imprims it, or Velas this, that'll be funny. Okay. This sucks. I don't think there was a way for me to, like, through and hand trap already. Like, Polly's imprint without Valor. If I skill jack, we can pencil it out reflection, activate institution. Yeah, that's still not enough. One more counter. And I would have been able to search a card and then reflection summon it out. You just gotta hope that it's a Veiler, not an Imperm. Super horrendous hand and draws. It's a Imperm. Oh boy. Might as well, right? Oh, that sucks. Oh well. It happens. Sometimes you just brick. Okay, what do we got here? Sam doesn't really have a play yet. Okay. Actually, the first thing they see, like, I haven't seen that since, like, I mean, obviously I've seen it, but that used to be all the time back in, like, Season 20. I'm gonna need all the help I can get, so we're gonna send a called by, and we're gonna send Magic. Okay. And that's useful. So we did Blue Boy, we did Souls, then we got Reflection here. Let's summon up Jackal. So if we go to a Electrobite, you know, we are not gonna be, we're gonna be in a Nibiru range, obviously. So the whole point is that we can't really play around Nibiru at this stage right now. So we're just gonna have to do it like this. Just gonna have to just get a Jackal King out. Gonna have to run blindly into Nibiru. Okay. Another Endymion is fine. Pencil one out. Double jab. Double. Okay, we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna pencil it out. Pencil it out first because we're gonna be so low on counters. I'm gonna go here. Now, if we draw into a card that we could have also penciled it out, I mean, whatever. We also just need to get those counters. But does it really help? Especially after a void. I negate my own servant, maybe? There's an idea. I have an idea on what we can do. I could also... No, I already used souls, duh. Now, Dark Magic Current would be pretty helpful here too, because if you get that last card of the servant. Let's do this. One will go. I guess we use the best from Jack. Doesn't really matter. Now we have 7 activatable. Side. Let's go ahead and summon out another Dragon King. Use you, make sure we get those counters so we're not low on counters. Fascist, can I get another draw on? I think I will, because any pendulum at all that I draw, I'll just scale it for more counters. Perfection back in. Okay, well, yeah, okay. It would be nice to have a... Oh. Yeah. Void was negated by Ash. Duh. I'd say, would it be nice to keep it in hand so Sylvan can discard the Void to get the counters and everything. It's fine. I saw like this chat mark was on Void, you know? And, I thought that, oh yeah, we used it. But no, we did, but not really. Looks like this is Sky Striker or something. Let that go through just because if this is Sky Striker, I'm gonna need those spell trap negates. Okay, I will negate that though. Yeah, that means I don't get the. Unfortunately, I do not get the counter for it, because it doesn't destroy anything. I don't get the whatever it is for it. Okay. Still got a Dragon Graveyard too if I need it, but I think it would probably be the Endymion stuff. Thought I should have done that first. It's like I'm gonna go for it. There's no engage at all. The guard can add back Widowmaker, sure, but like. Okay, honestly, I thought it was gonna be Widowmaker so he could steal and go for more links, but honestly, I don't think he's playing that well. That is so dumb. Okay, get the one of the back row too, it's fine. Why would you get rid of a negate that card that already negated? Okay, battle phase, main phase 2. Yep. Now a Jet Silly can summon back out like a Jack King. Renegade. Get it Ray back again, but I think it's gonna do him any good. Did he use that effect? I still got 6 counters in the field, plus Endymion. So I can get 3 times still. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a... okay. Oh, he's gonna do that right now, okay. See, I had a strategy still around it, because Servant... Reflection could balance it still with Pen Summon out. Polyvalent. Oh, no, it's that. I always forget about Roar. I always forget about Roar. Bit of body built there? Yep, exactly. I don't know how I'm gonna out this. Alright. Where are you? There you are. Spellcaster. Oh, he's got nib. Okay. wonder what's in his hand. I could pen someone out first, you know, for servant, but if I do that, I'm not even gonna be able to what do you call it? Use servant's effect in the scale. So obviously, baiting out an Ash with knowledge is not even a good idea. I'm gonna go draw 2 first. Oh, D5 might also been pretty useful too. Alright. Useful. What what Rex is using? It's a Magia build, but like, what was he working on? Maybe he had 2 blue eyes in hand still? I don't know. Like, that's the only explanation. Simper, Majesties, oh, Makucho. These cards would have been set. This card would have been usable for another. Yeah, everything else. It's got to be like, that's the only thing. Everything else would have been a usable card. Except, I don't know, maybe Mausoleum. Even Jet Dragon would have been usable. Tosses. Yay. Yes, as I think that's SP. I think she's the most popular dual mate now. That's a good hand. It actually is a really good hand, but we do get hurt by disruptions. See, let's read anything here. No. No, nothing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Shoot. Do we want to know some abductor? Do we want to know? There's so many things we can do here. Like, so many things. I'm going to summon out abductor. I think those counters, you know, would be useful. Get that search first before we get that draw. Go Jackal. I always forget I can actually add souls now. That's a good draw. We can end on a really good board here, especially without disruptions. We'll just see if he's sitting on a droplet, lightning storm or something like that, you know. We. Yeah, like I said, I tend to get Magister whenever I need him. Fortunately, I didn't get Abductor off the field and back on the field, otherwise I'd be able to use the effect again. Favorite effect right now, let's go ahead and get another Jack King out. To make sure that we can play on the duel. Next here. Jack King. I actually kind of want to liquidate the Abductor. I want to get off the field so I can add it back to the scale. So it is a waste of counters, yes, but it's worth it. Also, Jack King, Abductor, and Bestiary are 3 counters for Endymion. Knowledge. Oh, we could use that too. Oh, I guess I don't need to. Keep that Bestiary, you know? Oh, we got a spectator that just now in the top left. It just happened like just now. Someone's watching us. You know what? I gotta figure out who it is. Is Blaze live right now? No. What you? Nope. Okay. I wonder if it was like another streamer, because when I rated Blaze before, he said that he was watching me, spectating me. You know, watching that is kind of creepy to think about. Want to use this Void? Usually I'm going to have to discard to the end phase, but Void's not going to be usable at all, like, regardless, so let's do this. Okay. Okay, I got an idea here. Add you. Okay. Okay. Did we use this yet? We did. Okay. Let's try this out. I got an idea. Do this. The gate here. And we're not going to bounce the institution. We're going to bounce something else. Bounce Magister. The, whatever you call it. Hand is going to the graveyard anyway at the end of the turn. So let's make the most of it. Oh, I could Celine here, but no. Yeah, no, we're not going to Celine here. We could, though, with the Jackal King. Yeah, we could do that. Oh. We do have Jackal King left, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. I was going to use a Demon's effect to remove 3 and sum it out and pop the Abductor, you know? And then go Magister and Jackal as the scales instead. But this is fine, too. We should have did this first, by the way, so that we could have gotten those counters on Jackal King. I didn't think about it until now. And it's a Jackal King sandwich with all 6 negates out of the deck. Just draw the negates, why don't you? Yeah, like I said, we can do a lot with the hand. We didn't even use the Abductor's skill effect, by the way. And we also had to discard the Magister. Too many options. We'll see if he's got a bunch of board breakers, though. I'll negate this. Just because if he pops Yubel in the deck, I can either negate that, so to make sure that he doesn't, whatever you call it, use a super poly to fuse away the entire board. He could use that now, obviously, but it would only be 2 bodies instead of 6. Interesting. Pretty sure that's the gate choke point here. Oh. Yeah, it was a beefy end board, very beefy. So yeah, he wasn't gonna add Nubel, he was gonna add Savant Kepler. Is it defeat monster with 0 attack, 0 defense? Perfect for this. I'd take one with 0 attack or defense. So I couldn't let that go through. I didn't use any of my monster negates and stuff, so obviously couldn't let that go through. But I thought that if it was Yubel, I was gonna need my monster negates for the Phantom Yubel and other stuff. I got the coin toss again. No, that's good. I'm getting tired. This hand could be way better, but it's not. I could almost would bash this in hopes that I draw into the draw a institution and stuff. How is that? Okay, it's not terrible because I can pencil it out. I need to. Oh, okay, that is good. That is good. Just to be careful. I was gonna scale bash this because it's better, but I think just to be careful, let's go save it now. Like I said, just be careful we did that. Now we can't light and he can't use a Veiler. Because if he scaled bash this, it would have been detrimental for us. You can still have an impermanent hand. Look at him though. Do that, get a please search off right here. And then we can link into him, I think we got 1, 2, and then 3. Yeah, probably. Oh no, he can't Nibiru me, so I don't know what I'm tripping about. Light, earth, or wind. Okay, so let's keep Bashes on the field. Special summon. Sending a Jackal King. And I'm gonna get rid of my issue magic. Hello. Okay. Let's go! Okay, so, like I said, I need to make sure that I am, I don't overdo it. Obviously, I want to get to Diamond 3 today, but Diamond 4, it's good enough. Like, I don't need to go ahead and derank again and then start all over. So, we had our 3 wins, 2 losses, 3 wins. Actually, was this the first stream of the 3? That's 5. 3, that's 5, 10. 3. I lost count. Okay. 4 and 4, that's 8. That's 10. Then we got 12, and then we got 3, it's 15. Yeah, that's okay, 20. Okay, so it might not have been the first one. Oh, we did lose the first 3 games, so yeah, we know it's not the first one. But yeah, we had 3 wins, 2 losses, 3 wins. Then we got a loss to win, and now we got 4 losses and then 4 wins in a row. So like, kind of even it out just a little bit, almost. Oh, looks like it was this. Yeah, it looked like he didn't have. It was yeah, impulse. He didn't have any hit drops, and he did not have any board breakers. Like crossout obviously doesn't count. Neither does call by. He was using this. Like yeah, because of Duel style. But no, that end board was gonna be really good. Like that was gonna be a draw two regardless at all of what he picked. And if I got knowledge and drew nothing good, Bash 2 still puts the counters and save it for full combo. And I still have Bash this, so I can still Bash this and save it away. That was gonna be like really good board. That Bash 2 draw was pretty nice. So yeah, we will be calling it now. I usually like to stream longer, but like I said, it's daylight savings time tonight. We're going to be swinging forward. So that's an hour of sleep I'm losing. So this might as well be an hour later, and I don't want to. I just want to make sure I get my sleep tonight. So I appreciate everyone so much for being here. Stream started off really well. The derank process was pretty obnoxious, but we got back to where we were before, so we can't say it was horrendous. I've had way worse streams, and we got this far over here. I think it's okay. So thank you so much for being here. We're gonna go raid Anomaly because we haven't raided him in a while. He's actually playing Magic the Gathering, so I don't know how interested y'all are gonna be, but he did start just 26 minutes ago, and he's pretty cool. Appreciate everyone so much for being here, though. I will be live again tomorrow. Take this time, and then basically 23 hours from now. 23 hours, maybe 22 hours, give or take on how things go. For people on YouTube, I appreciate you for being here. I hope you guys have a great night.